Second Ezra 9:7. And everyone that shall be saved shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation.
That's that protection, man. That's the hedge of protection, your faith and your works, man. That's why it's so important. That's why Adam. That's why it's so adamant that you get this truth now. Because Deontay Wilder is coming. He's coming.
With no gloves.
Right. With brass knuckles.
Ain't gonna hit his That's up. Nigga wake up in heaven. He gonna have a nigga saying over there. Look over there.
And in my land.
Bomb squad grenade. They gonna drop like boy, gonna drop like that wet noodle. Wake up in heaven, man. You know? They gonna hit that boy with that hope. You know, girl hit him in the chest. Yeesh. Blew out his whole body.
It says, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning.
That's right, man. It's not no new thing. We're supposed to be doing this. Lord willing, that we stay in this and we get that salvation. All right, the elect was chosen from the beginning. So the elect are doing elect things right now. And the elect is going to wake up to start doing elect things. 2/3 going to keep doing 2/3 things.
It says, then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways.
Which now have abused my ways. Because you have a chance. You have a chance to come to salvation. But you want to be the green light gangster. You want to ride up and down like this is the game. We're not playing, man. We can be at home. We can be at home doing anything we want to do, man. We out here right now for y'all. This ain't for us. Well, it's for us. You get the blood off our hands, and it's our job. But our job is to serve you.
To add to what you were saying, because we are not playing, but hey, the Most High is not playing. When you read Joel, the second chapter, where it says they should tremble at the things that are going to come. You go into that word tremble is wagas. I believe the Hebrew word wagas, which means to be afraid, to shake. You know, and you can look around. Our people, they're not afraid, man. They're not trembling. You know, they're not mindful of the prophecies coming to pass. They're not mindful of the judgment that's going to be on their ass when the Most High gets here, man. Or when he sends YAHAWASHI. All right?
So they don't have fear of the Lord.
It says, Jeremiah 5:12. They have belied the Most High and said, it is not he. Neither shall evil come upon us, neither shall we see sword or famine. So everything we speaking about, they don't even think it's going to come upon them. They know they're not a part of this thing of ours. All right, shout out Apostle Mark. You know, but still, hey, what if some did not believe that make the faith of the Most High of none effect? No, it still exists. Just like it says, since the fathers fell asleep, man, this thing continued. All right, it's just the Lord took the wisdom out, man. But that was part of it. The Lord hid the knowledge from the earth, all right, until it was the right time to bring it out, man. Well, and going back to what we said earlier, when they set their nests among the stars, all right, it was all predestinated and planned out. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. And it's going to happen, man. We just can't see the Most High timeline. We can only see the signs of it, man. All right, it's like when you look at a map, right? Look at a map and you zoomed out, you can see RVs or you can see gas stations, you can see a hotel here, But once you zoom in, you can see what street it's on, what number street it's on, what it's right next to, the shape of the building, all of that, man. All right, we just got the zoomed out version. We got the signs. We see the emblems, basically, man. All right? We just know when the Lord is close. All right? Going back to what the brother was speaking on earlier, you got to be ready. You just got to be ready for that test, man. You got to be ready for that test.
Just based off what you were saying. This is the 2 Ezra 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Yep, time. Hey, we're in that time. There have been more and more and more chariot sightings, which people call UFOs. The Bible calls them chariots of Israel, of our nation, man. All right? Why? Because that's the strangeness of our salvation. All right? So that's part of him visiting this earth which he made. Hey, we're part of him visiting this earth which he made as well, man. Because we're speaking his word through his grace and his power. All right? Prophesying the downfall of many countries, kingdoms, and nations, man. So we're part of that as well.
This is 2 Ezra 9:9. It says, then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. For such as in the light have received benefits and have not known me, and they that have loathed my law while they yet had liberty, as when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood not, but despised it.
That's right. You out here, you, like the brother said, checking your air pressure in your tire, you got your 24s, your 26s, whatever. You got a little bit of money in the bank. You're not worried about the Most High coming back. You got a short piece in this place.
And what we brought out last week, when you got riches, then it's a forgetfulness of affliction. You know? Yeah. The scriptures tell you when it's hard for a rich man, it's easier for a rich man to go through the eye of a needle than into the kingdom of heaven. You know, what are you investing your time in? If the scriptures say that, why would you chase after riches? You just get what you can to survive. Give us this day our daily bread. That's, you know, not let me get $1 million. You know what I'm saying? Because more money, more problems. Get enough to feed your family and serve the Lord. When we get to the kingdom of heaven, then we're going to have those riches. Real riches, not pennies on a dollar. Not fiat notes. $1 is really worth, you know, 25 cents. You know what I'm saying? Because 25-cent bag of chips was 25 cents in it. Now it's $1. You know what I'm saying? The same size bag with less chips in it. You know?
More money, more problems.
Oxygen.
17 chips.
Like a balloon with a quarter in it. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of noise and no profit.
Back in Psalms chapter 91 and verse 5, it says, thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day.
Going back to what we were talking about before, about the ICBMs, man. Because that's the judgment that America's going to go. Not only America, but other places around the world. Okay, the Most High destroyed the world the first time by water. And 8 people survived. 8 people. So now he's going to do it again. He can't do it by water. That's why we have the rainbow. So he's going to set his judgment by fire. And the main component of these missiles are hellfire and brimstone.
It says, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee.
That's right, man. So everybody's going to be getting messed up around you. Why? Because you the one that had that protection. Because you put the work in. Because you had the faith. now. Not because you're going to get a revelation in that day, like, oh, the Most High is real, and he's going to protect you. No. That door is going to shut. That mercy door is going to shut. It's going to become a time where you either got it or you don't. This is training camp right now. Like, what do they got? OTAs? Out of season training? This is the OTAs right now. This is training camp right now. Because once the season starts, the real season, killing season, Jacob's trouble, that's when it's going to get real. That's why you got to learn the playbook, which is the scriptures, which is coming back to your heritage. You got to learn that now. Because if you pick up the playbook when the season starts, you ain't going to know where to go. You going to run the wrong route. You going to block the wrong man.
Matthew 25 and verse 1. Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom. And 5 of them were wise and 5 were foolish. They that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them. But the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps.
That's right. And the oil is his truth, his knowledge. Okay? So that's why you have to have this knowledge on the beforehand.
While the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. And at midnight there was a cry made, Behold, the bridegroom cometh, go ye out to meet him. And that's us coming out on the highways and the byways, man. Because it says what? In verse 5, it says, while the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept, man. Pretty much they were fucking off. They weren't doing the necessary things. Or they weren't gathering their oil, man. Hiding their talents, taking naps, man, playing around. You know? And it says in verse 6, and at midnight there was a cry made, Behold, the bridegroom cometh, go ye out to meet him. Then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps. And the foolish said unto the wise, Give us of your oil, for our lamps are gone out.
That's that slap in the night. Yeah. You got that slap in the face and boom, he's here, and you ain't got the oil. You can't see in the dark to go to the path to go to the Most High. So now hey, can you break this down for me? Hey, what that mean? I mean, I know you brothers was out there, you know. No.
Too late. The wedding, I don't got time. I got a wedding to attend.
Right.
You feel me?
That's when the family of the word will be here. We're not going to be out here always trying to give you this word. There's a time limit. There's the sand in the hourglass is going down. And when that sand is finished, then that's when the time comes, man. That's when we become them green light gangsters. Y'all green light gangsters now, but when we get our green light, y'all gonna see the real gangster stuff happen then.
Hey, because the Lord, He appointed us a certain amount of time. Jake, you have time. What else do you do? You know, you have time to come to the Lord. Everybody has a Bible in their house. Everybody going to church. Everybody claim they love God. But what are you doing for the Lord? When He comes and He brings judgment, then you're gonna be like, well, Lord, I was going to church, paying my time. You ain't doing the right thing, man. You want to play. You want to eat pork, celebrate birthdays and holidays. You want to do everything under the sun but serve the Lord, man. That's why you're going to get destroyed. That's why judgment's going to come upon the house of Israel first. As the book of Ezekiel, the 9th chapter says, man. It says, start at my sanctuary. And this sanctuary is the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. So yeah, hey, like it says in Proverbs, the 1st chapter, when that time of your calamity comes, we're going to laugh just as the Lord's going to laugh, man. Because He provided you ample time to repent, to get to the scriptures, to seek Him diligently. But you rather play, you rather do everything, you rather follow what the so-called white man tells you to do, or what your woman, or anybody in the world, you rather be influenced by them than by the scriptures of the YAHAWASHI, man.
You rather be in the world.
You rather be in the world. Hey, RAWCHAA, I want to do another precept. James 4.
chapter 4, verse 4. Ye adulterers and adulteresses.
Matter of fact, go to 3, Baba.
James 4 and 3. Ye ask and receive not, because ye ask amiss, that ye may consume it upon your lust. Yeah, that goes into the millions and trillions of dollars that you would pray for. That 2021 Camaro, you asking, it ain't even made the 20 yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know how to eat, man. Ye adulterers and adulteresses.
Asking for the wrong things.
Exactly.
You know? You're supposed to be praying for wisdom. You're supposed to be praying for knowledge and understanding. Why are things in the world how they are? That's what you're supposed to pray to understand. Not how I'm gonna get this new bit. You know, or what college is my child gonna go to? You don't need to be worrying about that, man. If things like them happen, if the Most High throws you a bone like that, then more power to you. But if, you know, you're not supposed to be focusing and putting your energy towards it, man.
It says, ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High?
Yeah, the friendship with the world is enmity with the Most High. And enmity is hostility. All right? You're spitting in the Lord's face, man. Having a friendship with the world. If you're an Israelite, these heathens, they gonna do what they supposed to do, man.
Ain't no spitting in the Lord's face. You basically setting yourself up for failure. You know what I'm saying? The Most High is gonna fuck you up. You know? The niggas ain't got no ability. They wish they did. A lot of niggas wish they could do. You know? Y'all might can spit in our face, but you ain't gonna spit in the Lord's. The Lord, that's what we're for. Spit in our face so we can fuck you up. Yeah. You know? We're gonna disobey the gospel and all that. Be of the world. You're basically just bringing a disgrace, you know what I'm saying, to yourself. The Most High is gonna fuck you up. It's plain A, plain B. And you ain't fucking the Lord day up. You know what I'm saying? Only thing that'll fuck the Most High day up is when you're Israelite and you're doing this because he built us to be a certain way. But the Lord already made his choice. It's already written in stone.
It says, whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of the Most High. All right? So if you're a friend, hey, that's why the scriptures say they're likened unto their kind, man. Whoever you cool with, that's who you roll with. So if you cool with the world, when it comes down to the get down, that's who you're gonna roll with, man. All right? Just as the scriptures say that everyone should run to their people. All right? When the shit hit the fan, so to speak, everybody gonna go to their own people. They're gonna go to who they know, who they feel like can protect them and look out for them. Hey, that's why the Israelites went down into Africa, man. During when they in 70 AD. They went down there to hide amongst people who looked like them. All right, it was the same color as them. Okay, so they didn't stand out as much. All right. That was it.
This is Matthew 25 and verse 8. It says, and the foolish said unto the wise, give us of your oil, for our lamps are going out. But the wise answered, saying, not so, lest there be not enough for us and you.
That's right. I can't give you mine, because if I give you half of the oil that I got left, then we both ain't gonna make it. I got enough to make my journey. You should have had enough to make your journey. I'm not about to get caught up so we both can get halfway. That's a nice gesture, but now look, we both passed out.
Hey, and as you know, the elder down in Texas, the elder Ariala, he came out with, he put a set down out and says pretty much don't sabotage yourself, and that's part of sabotaging yourself. Pretty much sacrificing your salvation for somebody who ain't been working, man. Somebody who ain't been they ain't been toiling, they ain't been forward in the ministry. So why would we give our oil to somebody who's not trying to forward the ministry, man? All right.
Like the brother was talking about earlier about putting your energy in the unprofitable vessels, man. The unprofitable women, unprofitable activities, man. Let your eye be single.
It says, but go ye rather to them that sell and buy for yourselves. And while they went to buy, the bridegroom came, and they that were ready went in with him to the marriage, and the door was shut.
That's right, man. So while you out here playing, now you got to go back and try to learn the word. You got to go back and try to get that knowledge at that time. But it's too late, because the ones that were already ready, YAHAWASHI came back and he took them. He saved them. That's why right now is the time to get on your P's and Q's, man. To dot your I's and cross your T's. To lace your boots up. To learn the playbook.
Hey, because the scriptures say, it says, seek the Lord while he may be found. All right? Right now, in this day and age, in this generation, the truth is not popular. It's not accepted. All right? It's not something the world goes crazy about. Only the elect goes crazy about it, man. Niggas ain't seeking the Lord, man. They claim they love the Lord and says their mouth, they draw nigh to me with their mouth, but their heart is far from me. Their mind is far from the Lord, man. You know, which goes to John 8:44, ye of your father the devil, because it says that about Esau too. He ain't thinking about the Lord. He thinking about furthering his kingdom. And as we mentioned in the intro, it's going to be destroyed in a thermonuclear war, man, which is on the way. And according to 2nd Ezra 9:1, we're measuring the times diligently. We see that war is about to be on American soil, man. It says, afterward, verse 11, afterward came also the other virgin, saying, Lord, Lord, open to us. But he answered and said, verily I say unto you, I know you not.
I never knew you. Who are you? Excuse me? I know you?
You know how scary that is when
you ain't on the guest list. You ain't on the guest list.
Man. When the Lord views you as an enemy, who's gonna change his mind, man? Who's gonna stop him from doing what he wants to do to you, man? You don't want to be on the bad side of the Lord. Hebrews 10:31. It's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power, man. All right?
What you gonna do? He's not gonna miss.
It says, watch therefore, for ye know neither the day nor the hour wherein the Son of Man cometh.
Yeah, watch. What are you watching for? You watching the news? Not just your local news. You want to watch the world news. You want to watch RT News? Write this down, Yahawashi. RT News. Al Jazeera. I'll get you feeling on that later. What's the other one? BBC.
I think that's
If you watch RT is probably the best one that you can watch because they give you the straight skinny. Okay, it's in English, but it's Russian news, so they're not biased. They'll tell you, hey, look, we got a bad missile coming, and we were giving a warning to America. Hey, look, y'all need to get y'all stuff together. But America is like, hey, remember Nipsey Hussle? He died 2 weeks ago. This, that, and the third. Party. Yet at the same time, Russia's telling Americans to prepare for war. Why didn't America tell Americans that Russians said to prepare for war? Because they don't have no care for us in this place, man. That's not their job to warn us. Our job is to warn us. That's what we're here for. But that's why you gotta watch. You gotta watch the brothers, of course. Because that's the true knowledge. And then something what you watch on the news, through the scriptures, through the knowledge that you get, and the wisdom that you hear from the videos from the brothers. research. They call me Google for a reason. I mean, even at work, we be having straight conversations. And I hear something, I get to type it. I don't know, that's how the YAHAWASHI made me. That's my life. I love researching, man. I love knowledge, finding out different things, how things work. Taking things together and putting them apart. Taking things apart and putting them together. But with the knowledge, man, where does this come from? What did they do back then? That's our job, man. Like the brother's name, Rahab, he's hungry for truth. You had to have that hunger. If you don't have that hunger, okay, and nobody can teach that. I can't teach you want to. I can show you know-how. I can show you how to put this together, okay? How to put the spark plugs in the engine that has the car turn over. How to change the oil. That can be taught. But I can't teach you the want to do it. I can't teach you work ethic. That has to be in you. That's the fire that has to be lit from within.
Hey, like High Priest Shaquab said, man, a nigga can't get it, we moving on, man. You know, if it, like the brother said, if it's in you, you know, you automatic, things are gonna start clicking, man. You know, but if it's not in you, the Most High ain't chose you to understand the scriptures. And we ain't about to sit there and, you know, fucking baby you, pacify you, you know. There is a time where, through the scriptures, groom brothers, but you don't overly do it to the point, like, you don't put so much energy into trying to get somebody to understand something that's not in them, man. You know? That was amazing. Psalms 91 and verse 8, only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked.
Because with thine eyes, you're going to see the reward of the wicked, man. They're going to be rewarded with death. Their dead bodies shall lie in the midst of the streets. That's talking about physically, these people are mentally dead. But it's going to be they're going to be physically dead in these streets too, man. It said, what did it say, as a wave compared to a drop. Comparing the people who are going to get salvation to the people who are going to be destroyed.
It says, because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High thy habitation. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling.
That's right, because you made the Lord your habitation. Because you made the Lord your shield and your buckler. Nothing's going to touch you in that day, man. That's the goal. To be all 99s on Madden by the time the season started.
So Job 5 and 19, it says, he shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh.
Man, I don't even need a breakdown, dog. That just sums up everything that we've been talking about today, man. Do what you're supposed to do, and the Lord will fight for you, man.
It's the book of Hebrews, chapter 11, and verse 6. But without faith, it is impossible to please him.
That's right, right? Faith without works is dead. You have to have faith, okay? YAHAWASHI died so that we can be saved by grace, by faith. It's not a physical thing anymore. All right, it's not by just if you go off, you know, you gotta sacrifice this and sacrifice that. All right, it's grace and faith. It's impossible to please the Most High without that faith, man. You gotta believe in something that you ain't never seen before.
For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him.
That's his name. He is. He exists. The Holy One, Yahawah. That's his name. You have to believe that he is the Redeemer, man, and he's gonna get you out of this place.
Hey, because what it just read, he's a rewarder to them that diligently seek him. And we read in Psalms that it says, we're gonna see the reward of the wicked. These are two different rewards, man. All right, the reward is talking about in Psalms, as the brother mentioned, is destruction. The reward in Hebrews 11 and 6 is what? That's salvation. All right, all the good, the kingdom of heaven. But it says what? You have to believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. All right, you gotta trust that when you working, that the Most High is going. He sees it, and he's going to reward you for your works, man.
And that's faith.
Faith.
That's faith.
Hey, in Hebrews 11, you know, that's, you know.
And he's telling you, but you'll do it if you really believe he said. If you really believe that he'll do that, man. Are you gonna risk it? You know. Somebody tell you, meet me in Kansas City, I'll give you $1 million. Are you willing to take that trip, man? You know, a lot of you niggas aren't willing to take that trip and take that chance, but you want the reward. You know?
This is Philippians chapter 3 and verse 7. It says, but what things were gained to me, those I counted lost for how much